All right, welcome back to News Center. We appreciate you staying with us. I'm seeing quite a number of comments on my Twitter handle and on our hashtag KTN News Center with regard to our top story this morning and the discussion that we've been having with my guests. I really appreciate them. We'll sample them before we finish the show. But for now, though, I want us to cross over to my colleague Shadrach Miti. Scores of residents in Kibra slums have been left homeless following demolitions that began yesterday to pave way for the road expansion. And like I mentioned, Shadrach Miti is in Kibra to assess the situation there today. Good morning, Shadrach. It's good to see you. So, of course, yesterday you painted a picture of what exactly was happening with the demolitions starting, of course, yesterday. What is happening today? I'm sure very many residents, are left to just deal with the effects and, the results of that demolition yesterday. Talk to us about that. What have you been able to see?
Well, good morning, Betty. Although it may not be a very good morning for most of Kibera residents, who since yesterday they have been having a lot of issues revolving around demolitions and evictions. And so right now we are at Mashimoni's Quarters Primary School. Remember, this is one of the schools that fall within the transport corridor that has been earmarked for the construction of that link road. And unlike other schools which we visited yesterday, this school will, just a section of this school will be demolished to pave way for the construction of that road. And so when we got in this morning, we found that the management of this school, like other neighboring households, have organized for the demolition on their own part before, ahead of the bulldozers that are just about 10 meters away to arrive. And so for them, they have decided to move ahead of time, at least to save some of the items, some iron sheets, and to avoid a situation where we witnessed yesterday some schools, everything, including books and cabinets, were destroyed, and they had very little time to save any of the items. And so we are joined by the management of this school just to tell us that, to tell us exactly what is going on, because even as we stand, although the school will not be demolished in its entirety, but a section of it, there's not any single pupil around. But now we want to know, why are not there any students, even though the school will not be destroyed? Karibu sana, and tell us, by telling us your name, tell us exactly what is going on and why not there a student today.
Now, my name is Collins. I'm the Chief Executive of Kenya Children's Home. Now, Mashimoni's Quarters is one of the projects that we run. When we got the notice on the 16th, for us, safety for our children comes first. So we made a decision as management to close the school before time. We didn't want any of our children to be hurt, because anything happening, of course, we'll be held responsible. So we have to also comply with the government. We have no issues with the road. We only had some engagements with the government to see if they could be able to probably save our school. Now we have 576 children in this school. This school has been doing very, very well. As you can remember from last year's exam, KCP, our top student had 427. Now, we want to really work with the government. We've had several meetings, and our only hope right now is for the compensation that they've promised us. We hope the government will be able to comply kindly so that we can be able to restore normalcy in these children.
We know this is an examination period. Before you closed, had your pupils done their end of term examinations, or what plans are you having about this?
Now, as you remember, this notice came very, very fast, and we had to make quick decisions. So what we did, after thorough consultation, we closed from kindergarten to class 7. So we asked all the children to go home because, over 10 classes are going to be affected, our dining hall, the kitchen, and everything. So it was just paralyzing the operations of the school. Now, because of the KCP, we made a decision to keep class 8s who are going to do the exam. So unfortunately, today we told them to stay away because, when the demolition happens, we still don't want our children to be hurt. But the class 8s are still on, so they are going to do the end-term exam.
Finally, one would ask, if at all not the whole of this school will be brought down, why send away all the pupils at the same time?
Now, of course, if I've already said, over 10 classes, so that's more than half of our students, so there was nowhere we could keep them. So we are making plans. We are actually having sleepless nights. We are consulting our board. We are consulting our founder. So we are trying to make a decision to probably move the school. But again, we are really making a plea with the government. If they can do compensation, we can be able to restore back the lives of our children.
So how much of this school will be taken away for the construction of the road?
when you look at it in terms of the area, it's actually a third, but when you look at the layout of the classroom, it's actually more than half. So we'll have to probably move or probably create story building to compensate on the space lost.
Asante sana. Now, Betty, there is also a parent to this school. Karibu sana to KTN News, and where are your daughters and sons as you stand here?
Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Humphrey Lando. Mimi ni mzazi wa hii shule miaka yote. Na hii shule ndio nilikuwa nategemea kwa masomo. Imenitolea watoto paka secondary. Niko na watoto bado hapa. Even nao wako kwa nyumba, lower classes. Tunafikiria na kubwa wetu vile watawasaidia. So tumeshindwa serikali sababu wesi pishana nayo. Hawa watoto 576 hatujui wataenda wapi. Sisi kama wazazi na hii shule kwa hii area ndio shule tulikuwa tunategemea. Kuanzia sasa hata hii Mashimoni Squatter ndio top leader kwa shule za hapa. Sasa vile inabomolewa, hatuwezi jua serikali itatufikiria nini, kwa sababu wakubwa wamejitolea kutusaidia na sasa shule imebomolewa. Hata saa hiyo ukiangalia hakuna watoto, sababu mkubwa alisema wanaweza kuwa na damage. So tukaona hiyo ni wazo mzuri, sababu hatutaki mambo ya vita. Mtoto anaweza angukiwa na mawe ama vitu imuumise. Akasema wakae nyumbani. Sisi tukaagiri. Sasa akasema atatufikiria kama itawezekana. Kufikia sasa bado tuko gizani na tunaomba Mungu mwenyewe ajue vile watoto wetu watakuwa.
Na ukiwa mzazi, labda kutokana na ubomoaji unaoendelea, unafikiri ama utafanya uamuzi wa kuwarejesha watoto wako hapa ama utawapeleka kwingine? Kwa sababu labda pia wamehamisha makao yako.
Mimi bado sijakata imani na wakubwa wangu wa shule. Lakini vile wanaendelea kubomoa, bado mimi nimekasa tu roho kwa sababu napenda hii shule. Sasa hii kama ningekuwa na wazo lingine, ningekuwa nishatafuta shule nyingine. Lakini kwa sasa nilikuwa nafikiria naweza rudi nyuma, watuhurumie, watoto wetu waendelee kama klasi 8, wamechanganyikiwa na washa register, hatujui. Na hii shule imesaidia mambo mingi sana, watoto wetu wakawa na discipline, ukora ikarudi chini. Sasa hivi ile imebomolewa, hatujui watoto pia watafikiria nini.
Betty, finally we have the last member on the board of management. Although the chief executive has indicated that several measures have been put in place to ensure that learning goes on smoothly even after the demolition. But are you not worried that whatever is going on today may affect the population of the school and even the performance of the school as it has always been?
Okay, my name is John Benson Ongute. I'm the founder member board of this school. The point is, what's going on now is a very sad situation for the parents of Kibra in general and the children who have been going to the school. But I can say for now, it's a challenge because we all need good roads in the country, but we also need good education. There was a problem in creating this road, but I think something will be done. We are taking the challenge seriously. We're not going to let the children stay away for a long time. In third term, we've just come from a small meeting. We decided that we will have them here in third term with some kind of relocation somewhere nearer the secondary school. We have enough room in secondary school to do some bit of relocation. So I'm very sure the parents of this school will go through the problem for now, but in a short while, they'll be okay. We have taken the challenge the way it has come.
Finally, how negatively has this impacted on the preparations for the examinations, both the end of term and national examinations?
The whole exercise is inhuman, given that we are following the law. But, a school is a school. So preference and special care should have been taken by the authorities. But here I think the authorities failed miserably by not taking charge of their decision, because the road is very important, but education is also more important.
Thank you very much. Well, Betty, those are some of the sentiments. Remember, unlike yesterday, as I've already indicated, many of the residents living in this area of Lindi have taken it upon themselves to carry on with the demolitions ahead of the bulldozers that will be arriving here as we speak, which is just like about 10 meters away. And so, like the school, so are the parents living around here and the residents who have taken it upon themselves to bring down their structures in an effort to save much of their belongings so that they do not incur several and many losses as we witnessed yesterday. And so we will continue following up this matter and just making sure that nothing goes by without our notice. And so up to that level, I take it back to you.
All right, Shad.